Hi everyone, welcome back once again to our hangout on hotspots. This time, hopefully, we will not have any audio issues, lags, etc. And hopefully, this will be recorded and will be available for later viewing on YouTube. And so today, what I'm going to be doing is I will be demonstrating the features of the hotspot, as well as I will be showing a bunch of different types of hotspots, creating and viewing it in the viewer. This is supposed to be an introduction about the features that are available, the possibilities that are available from within WalkInto, easy to use and very, very flexible. So now let me switch over to my screen sharing, where I'll be showing a tool and how to use the hotspots. All right, everything looks good so far. So first of all, let us discuss what is available and what is not on WalkInto. We received a lot of questions about how to attach anchorable hotspots, narrow view hotspots, etc. So let me clarify those things. Uh, uh, on in WalkInto terminology, we classify hotspot windows belonging to three different modes. One we call as scene level hotspots. What we mean is the hotspot will be visible anywhere you look on a particular scene. When you move one panel up, one panel down, the scene will not be visible unless you have specifically copied and pasted the same scene on that second scene also. This is scene hotspots. Second, viewport hotspots. Now, when you added a hotspot window and set it as a viewport hotspot, whatever view you are looking at, only when somebody else is looking at that specific scene in a little bit of variant angle, so that's kind of tolerance that we have built into the system, only then this viewport hotspots will show up. This is the second type of hotspot. And the third type of hotspot is anchorable hotspot, which we call as focus hotspot. Say, for example, in this screen, we have a television here, and I put a focus hotspot here. Then it will be visible only when somebody clicks on that hotspot. Okay. Now, as of December 2014, what we have on WalkInto is only scene hotspots. Come February 2015, all these three hotspot modes will be available for your use. So we have a clear product roadmap, and we are working on that, and we wouldn't be changing that. Uh, we Because that will disrupt a lot of things. We have a lot more features that are coming in from now till Feb, and on come Feb, you will be having all types of hotspots that you need. Let me promise you, there will be a lot of surprises. In the sense, you will be very pleasantly surprised as to how flexible and how effective the hotspots are. All right. Now that out of the way, let me show you what we currently have, which is scene hotspots. What we see here, in fact, it is a scene hotspot, and what we have here is a widget from OpenTable. OpenTable is a very popular restaurant reservation system. It's a hosted system, and it is very easy to use and used by restaurants around the world, and it has a lot of value, and it is embedded into this tool, and it works just fine. I will be showing that later. Sure. Now I will go ahead and I will add another hotspot. As you must be aware, the hotspot adding is done by clicking on this window over here. You click here, in a single click you get a hotspot. Now this hotspot window, it's a beauty on its own. Not only because it has nice colors, look on the left here. It has a bunch of templates available for you. So now these templates are very nice in the sense, like say I put a text here, and this is we call it set test, and what I want to show you is, now say I currently I'm on this particular template and I shift the template, my data stays, it doesn't like vanish. Isn't it cool? So now this is a template with which you can add a video on top and some text below. This is one where you add a picture in the middle, there's a title on top and some text below that. And this is a title and a lot of text below that. So there is something that is fitting everybody's needs. And if this doesn't work, you have something we call as plain text freehand hotspot style here, where you are free to use whatever tools that are available to create the hotspot as rich in a format as you want. So again, the tools that are available to you when you click on a particular hotspot window is right on top of the editable section. So now here, by editing the text, and here I'm going to change the font a little bit. Again, a bunch of fonts, very fancy fonts are available. I just pick this one, looks something fancy, and yeah, so it's as simple as that, right? The things are available, and then you can also click on the source button and get right into the HTML, and if you're brave enough, edit away over there. All right. So now when we say it's for edit hotspots like a pro, take it with a grain of salt, because I am not the creative guy here. Like I'm an engineer and I pretty much am really bad with creative stuff. So you people out there, you guys are photographers, web designers, you are better than me, and I'm sure that a week from now you're going to show me some really fancy things which I never thought of. So please do that when you share your tools away. Include the hashtag WalkInto so that it will be discoverable for all of us. Thank you. Now, I have a few code snippets that will be of a lot interest to you, which I will demonstrate one by one to show you how to include different types of items. A much asked for item is how to include images and then make it clickable. So now what I'm going to show you is how to include an image gallery very easily. Hold on for a second. So I have a document which I shared yesterday. I'm really going to be sharing this today also. After the Hangout, it will be available for you from the Showcase app that you can see on the left. All right, so now I just copied over my code and get here. So don't get scared by the amount of code that I'm going to put in. You're going to get the document. So basically, when I do this, what I get is I get a very nice responsive gallery. And let me show you this in action. Okay, I know I have saved it. I'm going to hide away all my tiny stuff. So now on the hotspot, you can click on the preview at any time and see it almost like how it's going to show up on your viewer. Now, always seeing it on the viewer is just one click away. When you click, it takes you to the viewer and onto the scene in which like you were. Now here you come and you click on the image, you get the nice light box pop-up, which isn't it beautiful? So it is possible. So that's what I want to show you. It's possible to create an image gallery from right within WalkInto. Now, let's head back to our window and let me show you a few ways in which you can customize any window. Now, here we have a window, and say I want to change the background color. On the right side, when you click on any section once again, you will get a pop-up just on your right, where you can pick a color and a specific transparency, which is the drag here, with which you can set a background color. I don't like it much. And again, many a times what you will want is when you set a color, you might want to copy this color and put it elsewhere. Say that's handy. I'll show you how it is handy. I just copied it, and I'm going to use that color over here on my another window to make it look exactly identical. So isn't it cool? Just copied the color over from here and put it there, and I have the same color coming in. Now, if I head over to the viewer, it's the changes that I see. And more settings that are available here are these. Now, every hotspot comes in two styles. One is a flat style, which is very useful when you want to embed a transparent background, and on top of that, say 3-4 buttons. I'll be showing you how to create buttons very easily. And then initially when this window comes up, you can show it either as the icon, which is the clickable icon, or also you can hide the close button. By default, we hide the close button for every window, but if you uncheck it, it will be available for you when you go over here. Now, when this comes up, you can see that there is one of my windows has the close button, the other one does not, because we didn't tell it to have. All right. Another very useful feature, hotspot shows everywhere. What does it mean? It doesn't show up everywhere, but everywhere on this tool that you go, this hotspot will show up. So I say that, I check it. Now I head over here. Again, this is very handy. For example, you want to put a logo of your business, which needs to come up whichever panel the user is within that business. So now, as you can see, this panel is not going anywhere. So now, say I go back to the initial screen, I see both the panels coming up, both the hotspots coming up. But when I jump one way left or one way right, the open table reservation window goes away and the other one stays. Similarly, copying and pasting windows, very easy to do. One click and this is copied, and now I can jump over to another section here and I can click paste. I will get exactly what I had pasted over. Now, I don't know here how to get to that particular panel. It was a random click, but trust me that if I click correctly, I will get it. No, I'm not there. Maybe somewhere here. No, I ended up on the street. All right. Anyway, so that is what copy paste is. Now, say you have done your copy paste, then system is really intelligent in that it keeps track of the copies that you have made in terms of the copy show up here. And say I try to delete one of them, it tells me that there are linked copies, and you have to be careful with that. Say here I don't want to delete, so only this got deleted, the other one stays. Fine. So that is what the settings that are available to you from this pop-up window, and it's pretty intuitive. Again, one thing I didn't show, but it is very nice, is the initial view is like a hotspot, a clickable hotspot, and when you click on it, it pops up. So this is one way of setting up your hotspot. There's a bunch of very easy to use power pack features available right on this hotspot window that you put up there. So explore all of them. Okay, so let me show you another type of hotspot. All right. Since we have about 15 minutes more of time, I'm going to pick up something else and come back here and embed it right in. All right. Sound is another thing that we very often hear. Another item which is very handy is buttons. So here, what we have done is we have gone ahead and included something called pure buttons. So pure buttons is a very nifty, easy to use tool where you can put different types of buttons very easily. Let me show you how to put a button. Buttons are very, very important in tools. Say I added a hotspot window, another hotspot window here. I just went over to my plain text. uh, I'm going to paste something here. This is a very simple. It's an anchor tag. If you know the HTML, it is an anchor tag. And here I want a green button. So this documentation very clearly says what it is, but I'm going to tell you what it is anyway. It is, if I say button success here, it's going to show up as a nice green button for me. So now this is fully clickable button for me. So now say I set as a fully transparent icon and really small, and say I made it flat, and I closed all these things away, and I put it over here. And then when I head over to my preview, it will come up as a nice clickable button. And when I click here, like I can take it to anywhere. Here I am taking it to to some location, which I think we have used it for some tool somewhere. So that's why it has changed it. So likewise, you should be able to add a bunch of buttons, and it's it's a very common need for you to add buttons with pictures. So let me show you something where you're adding a button with a picture. I'm going to edit the same hotspot that we had, and in this thing, what I'm doing is it's a p tag again, and there is some stuff, and then we have a very interesting idea called font awesome. Font awesome is see, look here, it is a book now button which has come up, which is nice, easy, no pain. I'll be sharing the snippets for all of them, and as you can see, simple code changes, little HTML will take you a long way, and we have a very nice professional looking button in no time. Click over here, it can take you to any location that you want. Font awesome, I want to show you a few options that are available for font awesome here. Font awesome comes off this click. Font awesome will include a bunch of very commonly used images, arrows, archives, calendar, which we have been using there. And also you can, when you set a font awesome icon, you can set the colors, background, whether you want it to be spinning, all those kind of fancy things you can pick from this dialog. So there's a lot of power that you get when you're using font awesome, including images, easy peasy. Let's say, so yeah, you click, you get an image. And I saved it. Now, images, we highly recommend you using HTTP URLs for hosting the image elsewhere and then linking it over here. There are many advantages for that, and the least of which is the space that is available on WalkInto is somewhat controlled. Right now, we are in beta stage and everything. So if there is an HTTP location that you use to host out a large images, that will be great. And if you want to include images in hotspots, please make sure that those images are resized according to the size that you want your hotspot to be. That will help you in two ways. One, it will save space on the server, and secondly, the loading time of the tool will be dramatically slower, because now the server needs to serve out only very small amount of data corresponding to the smaller image. I don't need to tell you about that. You guys are all very familiar with images and sizes. Thank you. So that is about including images into this. All right. And we saw buttons, and let me show you how easy it is to embed iframe content. Iframe content, very powerful, very interesting stuff. Things from all over the world which are of fancy to a particular business, you can put it in an iframe and take it here, and it will come up very nicely. Here what I'm going to do is, from forecast.io, that provides very nice weather widgets, I'm going to copy over the weather of London into our tool. So I'm going to take this one and head over to the source, the very nice big source. And here, as you can see, the iframe is like this. Iframe, you define a width and height, and you define a source, and that should take us and show us. This is the, needs a little bit of tweaking on the transparency to make it come up better. So I will do that right away. Color can be better. So yes, so I have saved it. So now, since it is an anywhere panel, anywhere hotspot, it should come up here also. It's a minimized one, yes. So we created a iframe widget. This is a live weather feed that is coming. It could be a Twitter feed, it could be a Facebook feed, anything that you want, it could embed it right in here. Well, talking about Facebook feed, it will take us a week or two more till we have the HTTPS SSL version of WalkInto out. We have purchased the certificate and we are configuring the server. So in couple of weeks, WalkInto will also be available on HTTPS URL, so which will make life very easy for you to embed content into Facebook, for example. All right. Let me take a break here and let me head over to the Hangout to see whether there are questions. If you haven't posted any questions but you have questions, please feel free to ask them. All right. Oh wow, I have a lot of. Okay, Rohan is taking. Rohan Jahagirdar is our chief photography officer, very experienced Google Business View photographer, more than 1,000 shoots to his credit. All right, Rohan is helping me out. Thank you very much. All right, anybody else who has questions, please feel free to ask here for the WalkInto part. So what I also do just now is, there's a showcase app that is on your left. I'm going to share up a few items. Let me do that right away. Basically, this blurbs that I'm using, that is on a shared link that anybody can reuse. It will get you a head start in very many different ways. So let me use the showcase app that is on your left panel on this HOA, and you should be able to see this document right away. Similarly, also I'm going to, since we are here, I'm going to add another URL, a very useful URL. I'm going to head over there and show you how it is going to be useful. Syncopa.com. All right, syncopa.com is here. All right, so syncopa.com is extremely useful to get embeddable content. So let's just head over there, and next item that we are going to do is from Syncopa. Okay, so this is Syncopa. If you're unfamiliar with that, it gives about 2 GB of free space for hosting out your content and generating out embeddable iframe code and widget code. Today, I will just show you how to embed in an audio player. Let me just take an audio player here. All right, so it's an auto start music. I'm fine with. So you just need to sign up and you get it. It's free. So I'm saving it. I'm continuing. All right, I'm just going to choose files. I don't have anything on my Chrome, so I have some files uploaded here. I'm going to pick one. This is a sound file that's available. Okay, I continue and continue, and I can do a bunch of customization on the way in terms of the skin. The multiple files can be added, and here I get an iframe code as well as a div tag code. So I'm just going to try both. I copied this, and so here is a great thing. Like it gives you the whole code that you need to take to walk into. Let me keep these things here unchanged, and say when you enter this bar playing jazz music, well, that's what I have. So that's what we're going to do. All right, here in the source, I'm pasting over what we just got from Syncopa, and Syncopa gives me a very nice player. Okay, and it's yeah, very fancy tune it's playing. So now I just stopped it. But if I head over to the and sports bar, the viewer side, it should load up and it should start autoplay. Yes. Yes. All right, so that's pretty much it. So this is so that's why Syncopa is not. Though I just showed you, though I just showed you this audio. As you can see here, there's a bunch of things that we can do. It could be a video, it could be a slideshow, it should be different video players. It could be image gallery. Very fancy stuff is doable by uploading your set of images. Music players, lot of things which are very much required when you are giving a very interactive tool. So yes, so by having an account with Syncopa, you can go premium if you please. If you, even if it is a free account, you get about 2 GB of space where you can upload your own content and then copy over the embeddable item and make your hotspots over here very rich. So now once again to recap, there are different templates that are available from your walk into hotspots where you can like switch between different items very easily. No content is lost. So now I can give a here, and copy paste is possible. When you click on copy, the item on which you click copy is copied, and wherever you go you can paste it. Different types of settings that are available here with which you can change the view of your window to emboss, flat. You can not have the closing button, you can have the closing button. You can make the window by default come up in a minimized manner. You can make it a hotspot that is available on every scene on your tool. You have font awesome with which you can very font awesome and pure buttons and font awesome. Let me just share that links also with you if it is of any interest. Let me pure.css, I guess. Okay, now I'm going to back over there. Pure CSS. Another item is of Lots, it should be a lot of interest to you. Another one, I'm going to just show you, font awesome. Built right into WalkInto, and very nifty tools to make your hotspot windows extremely professional and useful. Okay, I'm sharing that link also with you. And once again, these all these links are available on the through the Showcase app. Um, Showcase app, Showcase app. All right, so it's coming up nicely. Okay, so these links you should check out, because that will give you enough bandwidth to play around with different features. And lastly, we talked about Syncopa, which we already have shared over, where you will get a lot of very rich content that you can take and share. And also, I mentioned about resizing your images for the image part of hotspots, so that the load on the tool will be less. It will load faster and users will be more happy. So yes, so that pretty much wraps up things that I wanted to talk about today, in terms of how to make your hotspot windows really nice. And I would love to take questions. I'll head over to the this window and stop sharing for now, and let me see. All right, so here I am. Questions, if any. Unfortunately, I don't know why this Hangout on Air doesn't allow video chat from both ways. This is the second or third time that I am using it also, so uh, sorry about it. You can ask your questions on the Q&A panel. The first Hangout, there were quite a few questions, and we'll wait for some time to take your questions and answer it appropriately. Thank you. All right. I think I was either extremely confusing today or crystal clear. So whichever way it is, hope it was useful, and you will be able to uh, take these skills to make your hotspots really good. And as I said, in no time you're going to start teaching me how to do this in a better way. So that will be the real pro way of doing hotspots, and I'm waiting for that day. Please do share your tricks that you learned by using WalkInto, any new things. For example, today I learned after I got a query from the user base on how to integrate open table into WalkInto, and that was a learning experience for me. That is shared right into the snippet that I put across. Oh, all right. So Scott asked how to embed audio to a single panel. Yes, Scott, that's what I showed by taking the Syncopa. See, okay, all right. So there is a bit of a confusion about the audio in WalkInto. The audio in WalkInto right now, it is ambient noise. In the sense, it is very sophisticated in that, for example, you are facing a fountain, so you can put sound on the fountain. It is based out of the is based on the Sound of Street View project that was done some time back. And it is a stereophonic sound. When you are facing the fountain, the sound will be coming as if it's in front of you. When you're turning back and the fountain is behind you, the sound will appear such a way that sound is coming from behind you. So to embed sound into a single panel, you need to use an audio embed that I showed from the Syncopa site. That's for example. Or you can use SoundCloud, a SoundCloud iframe snippet. I have included in the demos that in the snippet I shared across. So you can use that as well. Hi, glad you found the Q&A session. Questions, please. Yes, yes, code. This is recorded. Maria, when the Hangout gets over, the link that I shared with you right before this Hangout started, that will have the link to video. All right. Unless we have anything else from the audience, I'll call it a night. You have a great day, all of you, and probably this will be the last hangout that we are running before the holidays. So have a great holiday season. Enjoy it, and come back fresh in January. We will have a bunch of features waiting for you. Thank you. Bye bye.